Guys, Marsinged here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we just finished doing the EZA for the Super Vegeta, getting a spare copy I had awakened, so he's SA15, and we are going to show him off here on the new Vegeta team. This new Vegeta family team, with the Tech Vegeta, needed another really big buff from the Saiyan Day EZA, and this Super Vegeta is here to fill that spot. So mine is full level 10 links. He's built for full additional with a little bit into dodge because, of course, he gets guaranteed crits on his super attack. So you don't want to give him any crit in the hidden potential. This is a complete waste of time. And yeah, this is the team. I'm doing the red Zone Frieza to start off with just because it's one of those ones that's a little bit longer. I am going to jump into the Dismal Future red zone Cell as well here so we can see what he looks like against a Cell enemy because he does get that extra buff. His super attack raises defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, and gets the guaranteed crit. And then he gets key 2, attack and defense 200, guard for 5 turns from his first turn. Then he gets an additional 100% attack and defense when performing a super, 50% extra attack and defense with each super attack performed up to 100. So after he super attacked twice, he gets that full extra buff. And then he gets 50% attack and defense within the same turn after receiving an attack. Then, if you're fighting a Cell, you get a guaranteed additional super and an additional 50% attack and defense, as well as guard, after receiving an attack. So if you're past the 5 turns and you're fighting a Cell, you can still get guard, but he does have to get hit once and then it would activate. So it's kind of like the physical Bardock. So we'll check him out in a Cell event, because he's not going to be getting any of that here. And then we do have the active skill. HP is 50% or more starting from turn 5, or after he's received 1 attack from an enemy whose name includes Cell. So that'll be interesting again for the Cell event, being able to use that basically on his second turn. So yeah, we'll see how well he's going to do here. So he starts off at 238k. Remember, he's able to get an extra 100% after doing 2 supers, and he's going to get 50% after he gets hit for the first time. So he's going to get hit here in slot 1, and his defense is going to go up to about 350 with guard, which isn't crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like once he's actually gotten those 2 buffs from the 2 super attacks. So ideally we get an additional on turn 1, but let's see what he's looking like here. So we get our buff, and then 15.9 mil. He is getting 60% support from King Vegeta here as well. So yeah, that kind of damage with a guaranteed crit. And then he does get 30% defense raise from the super attack. Gets an extra 50% from the fact that he's doing a super, like that part of his passive. So he didn't get the additional, so he's only got 1 of those buffs. And then King Vegeta here. Did he finish off Frieza? Yeah, nice. Alright, so next turn we'll get to see him with that 1 extra buff. I'm not going to transform you yet. Might as well just keep you stacking for a while. And do this. Vegeta at the end, if we don't 1-turn him because of the physical trunks, because he could go ham and just get a bunch of attacks with crits. But I don't know if I guess he could 1-turn. I mean, even Vegeta, despite the type disadvantage, is not doing terrible damage. Actually, the first one must have been a crit, because, yeah, the non-crit was terrible damage. But, yeah, Trunks can do a pretty crazy amount of damage here if he actually does get his all his additionals. He's at 10.7 on the first attack here. Yeah, get these additionals in here. Because, I mean, we don't want him to survive with a tiny sliver of health, because we want to keep seeing the potential for Super Vegeta to go off. But yeah, 1 mil defense. I mean, 1 mil defense with guard is good, but that's the thing. He's going to be one of those units, as I talk about all the time, how different units have different roles. He's on the team to do big damage. He's not there to be a tank. So if he dies to, like, big boss super attacks, it is what it is, right? Okay, so I'm going to have to do this. I really want to see Super Trunks and Vegeta together, so after getting 1 super off, he's starting at 297. This is with no support. So remember, on the previous turn, he was at 230 something, but he also was getting 60% support from King Vegeta. So I'm going to do this. Unfortunately, it means no extra active skill for Trunks. Or no extra attack for Trunks, I should say. Yeah, 15.9. So he basically hit the same attack stat, but without having the King Vegeta on rotation. So that's when that rotation comes back around again. It's going to be pretty crazy. Because, yeah, let's get you floated off here. And then do this. Do this. Grab these for you. Yeah, Vegeta, oh yeah, Saiyan Pride is a very good attack link, that is true. Oh, I should have floated off the Vegeta, shouldn't I? Because I floated off the other one. I think King Vegeta has Saiyan Pride as well, so depending what the next, when we get them on the rotation, see what that setup is. But yeah, Super Vegeta has his passive fully built up now because he's done the 2 super attacks. Of course, Trunks is the one that's going to get supered here. But he takes double digit. I mean, Frieza's not exactly the toughest event anymore, is it? So, I mean, full power Frieza can actually still hit quite hard, to be fair, but... Alright, so if I do this, so we're at 400k defense start of turn. He won't get hit first, though, if we don't put him in slot 1. You could potentially save that for when we have a better rotation, I guess. Because he will get the support from this Tech Vegeta taking a bunch of hits first. I'm trying to avoid the same type of orbs here because I don't want to get the Dokkan attack too quickly as well. But yeah, 400k start of turn, then he gets 30% on super. It'll be interesting to see what his attack stat is here, because we're going to get the support buff activate from this Vegeta as well, because he's been hit a couple of times on this turn. So, yes, he's still 19.3. That's without being hit first this turn. And getting hit first is a 50% buff that is multiplicative. So, the damage that he would do on that turn if he gets hit first is pretty crazy. Right. Yeah, I'll keep these guys. I'll keep them untransformed just so they're not doing too much damage. Full Power Frieza hits for 1.3 million on Super. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be this Super Vegeta's biggest problem when you get to any event where your guard is running out, right? Is that it's going to be a risk to put him in slot 1. And on this Vegeta team, like, you have the Tech Vegeta that can hold down slot 1. But then, of course, the other guy's not, like, Super Vegeta's not getting his attack in or getting his hit in. Which is why for Global, it's going to be very interesting. Of course, one of the videos we will have upcoming will be trying him out against Fusion Zamasu. Because in that event, Tech Vegeta is going to be able to tank really, really well in slot 1. Then, if the AoE is in slot 1, whether it's before or after the Tech Vegeta attacks, that's then going to hit Super Vegeta in slot 2, and he's going to get his buff. And then, yeah, that team's going to cook. So if we put him in the middle, he gets Saiyan Pride, which is unfortunate, because that would be such a great attack link for this turn. But I should really do this realistically. I should also transform you. But yeah, we're going to use the active skill because this will be fun. Alright.
Looks like I'm a little too much for you to handle now, aren't I? I am Super Vegeta!
Super Vegeta. Right, so the active skill, just to refresh anyone's memory. Key 5, attack 50% for 1 turn, which is a multiplicative buff. So he's got 476k defense, but he doesn't have guard. So if we get very unlucky and get immediately super attacked here, we would die. But if Frieza did super attack on the last turn, I'm not sure whereabouts in the turn it was. So I don't think he's going to super straight away. Yeah. So we take double digit damage. Okay. 36.8 million. And that's without Saiyan Pride as a link active, which would be an extra 25% attack. So he did a 24 million damage crit. And then this guy's at 8.3. He probably finishes him off here. Yeah, 36 million damage with a guaranteed crit. So, goodbye, Frieza. Yeah, pretty good. So we're going to go into the red zone, Dismal Future Red Zone cell. Is it 15%? Okay. I'm going to go into Dismal Future Red Zone cell. I shouldn't need to change the team at all because he doesn't do AoEs. So, I mean, Tech Trunks obviously could still be a liability if he doesn't activate his guard. But remember, against the cell, not only does he get a bunch of extra stats, but he gets a guaranteed additional super, which means 2 big attacks that are guaranteed crits, but also he raises defense on super attack as well. So that's certainly going to be very interesting. So yeah, we'll just jump in with the same team here. Hopefully we don't get an absolutely terrible start. Well, we kind of did get an absolutely terrible start. Do we even live here? Actually, no. Can we even live here? None of the units on this rotation are slot 1 units. I think this is just like immediately GG. Yeah. Because even King Vegeta, if we get his orbs to get the 36% damage reduction, I'm pretty sure he would still get clapped because of the type disadvantage. Typical, because a lot of times if I wasn't streaming, I would have just cut between the attempts, but of course. Yeah, no, movie heroes Vegeta would die to this. Oh, but full dodge King Vegeta. Let's go. Alright, good stuff. Oh, and then he tanks for double digits. Let's go. And we get the extra buff to everybody as well because he super attacked first, which you don't normally do because King Vegeta is not really a slot 1 unit. Alright, good times. King Vegeta saves the day. Good old King Vegeta. Tech Trunks got his guard. Look at that. Crazy. Ooh. Yeah, it took 111k after attacking, so definitely not putting him in slot 1 was a good idea. Now, sadly, there is no attack in slot 1. He's only healing, so there's no point putting Super Vegeta in slot 1. We do get Saiyan Pride active on this. I mean, we get every link except Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior, so it is still a good rotation for him. 230k defense with no support. Oh, Saiyan Pride is 20%, so there you go. Everybody was wrong. It wasn't 25 or 15 at level 10. So remember, we're going to get an extra, is it 50% to stats and then a guaranteed additional super? Although that's within the same turn after receiving an attack, which he isn't doing. So he actually doesn't get any extra buff. So imagine having an extra ability in your passive that you only get against a specific enemy, but you also need to get hit first. So then when the enemy isn't even attacking you in slot 1, you can't get it. Yeah, that is pretty shocking. I mean, this rotation is a great rotation though, right? Like this Vegeta team, getting this Super Vegeta EZA is a great buff. Especially for global, we don't have a lot of these big anniversary units that are going to be super good on this Vegeta team. Alright. Taking all that for double digits, very nice. Damn, Vegeta taking that much damage from a super post-super is kind of crazy. Well, that is my one, who has 1 dupe. Probably should have put the friend one in slot 1. Even when mine has less dupes, I like keeping my one on rotation. And of course the Fred one does get the extra additional as well. But I mean, that's good. He's getting floated off, so he needs to have more build up. Oh, Trunks was in slot 7. And of course I've turned the animations on. But yeah, that extra part of Super Vegeta's passive, this is what I was just saying, it's restricted to a cell enemy, but he also has to get hit first. So because there was no attack in slot 1, and this cell doesn't do AoEs, then we couldn't even get that part of his passive. Also, I think we are actually... unless we get like a clutch King Vegeta dodge, although we can't get any AGL orbs. So this has gone terribly. Because you can get... he gets a little bit of damage reduction if we get 3, but... yeah, starting off with the bad rotation was not ideal. Oh, King Vegeta. Oh, my goat. Look at this guy. King Vegeta is just out here like, nah. Sorry, Cell. Can't touch this. Crazy. As with no Vegeta on the rotation, so he didn't get the extra buff from the super, and he still tanked relatively well without getting the 3 AGL orbs. Like, that's actually crazy. King Vegeta is so good. Alright, now Cell actually needs to attack me in slot 1 on this next turn, or I'm going to be very disappointed. Oh yeah, he took 63k from a normal, so if he hadn't dodged that super, we would have been dead. But I'm glad we got this run in the video now, because King Vegeta just absolutely showing out in this run. You love to see it. Although it means because we keep putting him in slot 1, we haven't got to float him off, so we haven't seen the... we haven't seen him... we haven't seen him be on rotation to support Super Vegeta. You don't lose Saiyan Pride, do you? Okay, good. Wait. Every link active except for Royal Lineage. We won't actually get to see the additional super because this one will just kill him. Like, this is going to do some damage. So we're only at 347k defense though, so we're not exactly... and we got no... there's like no same type orbs I can pick up either, so we can't heal. Which, I mean, if we get immediately supered, we are actually just dead. Don't you do it. He didn't do it. Yeah, 33.5. That's with him not fully built up as well, because he's only done 1 super attack before this. And then, yeah, but remember, we would have got a guaranteed additional one after that as well. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. So, for Super Vegeta, he can hit incredibly hard. He's not going to be the craziest tank, especially in events where his guard will run out. But we are going to take him into the Fusion Zamasu Red Zone stage. That video will be going up. That was without support as well, yeah. So, on his craziest turns, he absolutely can look like a monster. So, we're going to test him out against Zamasu and Omega. He's going to be very good in those events for Global. And then, of course, it'll be interesting for Global once the anniversary comes around to see how well this Vegeta team does. But, I mean, look at the look at the absolute monster that King Vegeta was in that run as well. Shout out to the boy. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think of STR Super Vegeta down below in the comments section. It will remain to be seen how good he's going to be for the anniversary content and the slightly longer events. But... yeah, he definitely is there doing the big hits, which is what we want with this new team, with Vegeta being such a good defensive unit for slot 1. So let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.